Welcome back to our channels, Warriors. We are still growing. If you haven't had your Tia's new plumber smash that subscribe button, go ahead and have them smash it right now. First and foremost, let me give a shout out to the following patrons: Miguel, AI Vega, Fio, Claudia, Miguel, Let Our Actions Lead Us to Christ, Big Bad 48, Nova, Jack, Linda, Michigan Wolverines, Marius, Chevelle 66, Abuelita's Journey, Gigi, Douse Herrero. If you have not already signed up for that Patreon and you want your name shouted out and access to exclusive, raw, uncut footage, make sure you hit that link in the description below. This episode right here, man. This one's a long time coming. I've been on YouTube since December, and this is one I have yet to talk about. And it kind of came up yesterday, the topic. And maybe I didn't have the courage to talk about it, right? Because it's something that I suppressed down in order for me to function, right? The way that I did as a correctional peace officer with the California Department of Corrections, right? Where I did 16 years as an officer, sergeant, and lieutenant. The topic is going to be about victims. Innocent victims. The victims, right? The people who were hurt, harmed during these crimes that were committed. Heinous crimes that were committed. The one I haven't told you guys or talked about was reading files and coming across individuals inside the prison that harmed their own relative members. You know, in the worst case possible, right? And like I would read these files, right? Initially. And I'm talking about, you know, I don't want to call them fathers, but dads doing this to their daughters, to their grandchildren, to their nieces, their nephews. It is despicable. The word despicable would be putting it as lightly as possible, right? And if I have to be that voice, to speak up for those that went through that, I couldn't even imagine. I couldn't even fathom the trauma. I couldn't even wrap my head around that. Right? Then I will be that voice to speak up for them. Because there are atrocious, monstrous individuals that walk this earth. That is a fact. That is a 100% fact. I used to work with monsters, right? I have a 4-year-old daughter. I used to just explain it simple, basic to her, right? I work with monsters, period. She didn't need to know more. She didn't need to know less, right? The thing with that is I was a professional, right? I swore, I raised my right hand to do the right thing. I did that twice. I did it to join the military at the young age of 17, right? To defend our country. And I did it to become a peace officer, right? That's an oath. You know, that ain't a pinky promise. That ain't you know what I mean? That's you're raising your right hand, right? To that ate at me that you know, and I don't know that it affects every individual like this. You know, I've always been one to stand up to bullies, right? I've always been one to Oh, don't get me wrong. I used to run amok when I was younger, but I always used to be one to like want to do the right thing, right? Sometimes alcohol inhibited my abilities to make decisions, right? A couple times over and over again. But it's safe to say that when we came across those individuals, right, those monsters that, and it doesn't even have to have been their relatives that they victimized, right? But that just goes to show you the level of betrayal and hideousness behind it all, right? Evil, evil, plain and simple, evil, right? And then they want to say, like, oh, we can send these people to, what do they call it? Therapy. We can send them to therapy. And oh my God, I feel good to talk about this right now, man. You guys need to hear this for sure. I'm bringing it. Oh, you need to send those people to therapy. They can be fixed. They cannot be fixed. I'm telling you right here, Hector Bravo, standing tall, they cannot be fixed. They cannot be fixed. No way, no hell. Ain't going to happen, right? That's a wrap. That's it. Well, there is one way they could be fixed, right? And you guys are tracking. I know you guys are tracking. For sure, you guys are tracking. Having to interact with these individuals, man, it's hurting my stomach just thinking about it. Coming into the office, right, for whatever reason, man, safety concerns. Imagine that one of these cowards coming in for the office for safety concerns. Oh, I don't feel safe here on this yard. I can't be on this yard. Oh, my cellmate is victimizing me. My cellmate is making me do things to him that I don't want to do. That happened to me one time. I was a sergeant and my mind almost blew up, right? But you have to do the right thing. You have to. Like, if you're in that profession, right? Is there people that want to do whatever they want to do? Yeah, they can do whatever they want to do, right? Every individual is their own individual. But to be locked in by a set of standards, rules, policies, procedures, man. I had to callous my heart. I had to callous my heart and not think about the victims. How that's doing them a disservice. Right? That's doing them a disservice because we can't ignore this problem away. They got to live with it. Right? And my mind used to work crazy in there, man. I used to think some wild things like, I won't even be saying them right here on the YouTube, right? But yeah, there's no cure. There's no solution. That's a wrap for those individuals, right? Um, I don't know why I felt the need to share that with you guys. I don't know if you guys already knew that monsters like that walk this earth. I don't know if I wanted to shed light on the victims, which I do. For sure I do. I just didn't know how to go about doing it. Do I believe in karma? 100%. I already told you guys how I seen two of them get stabbed in the throat right before I left, over and over and over again. You know, resigning, I don't miss that. I don't miss that at all. Right? I don't miss much from there. I don't. Not one bit. But I definitely don't miss that. It is great not having to live with that. Right? I guess the message, right? If I got to put out a message, which I got to put out a message, I always do. I guess if you have been victimized and you have yet to come forward, right, and hold your assailant accountable, I would hope you find the courage to do so, right? Go to the proper authorities and do what you got to do. I would also say you're not forgotten, right? You are in a lot of people's hearts and minds that work behind the walls, that, patrol the street. I mean, technically, that's why the majority of us signed up is to protect, right? Protect and to serve, duty. That is in the mission statements of the majority of law enforcement or all law enforcement agencies. And I would say keep fighting the good fight. Keep fighting the good fight mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. And I can only hope that you can come to terms and peace with the trauma that you experienced, because Judgment Day is going to come for those other individuals, right? Those monsters. And when it comes, it's going to come, right? Keep pushing forward.